Hey guys, Luke here, and we're here to preview State of Origin 2019. It's the decider. It's game 3. We go into the series decider, 1-1, locked a piece. Obviously, Queensland won the first game pretty easily. New South Wales won the second game pretty easily, and I'm hoping game 3 is going to be a great game. I think it will be, and I really hope so because I'm going to watch it in person. So the first State of Origin game I've been to since I think 2013. Every game I've been to, I've seen New South Wales lose, so it'd be great to finally see them win. Now, like I said, this is a preview. I don't know if I'm going to cut this up or just one take it or whatever, but let's talk about the game. So, there's lots of talking points about this game. Obviously, Mitchell Pearce coming back in. No ponga for Queensland. Let's talk about the Queensland side. Matt Gillett is out. Ethan Lowe, I believe, is replacing him. A little bit of talk that Dylan Napa might have come in, but Ethan Lowe is the man to come in. I thought it was strange that Dylan Napa was even being talked about coming in, considering he doesn't play second row, and that would leave him pretty short in the second row positions on the bench and that. Also, a little bit of talk about Moses Mbai starting at centre. Kevin Walder's kind of keeping his cards pretty hidden at this stage. Even, I think it was NRL 360 did an interview last night. He was saying, you know, don't reveal your tactics to the opposition, which is kind of funny considering Brad Fittler is just like the total opposite. He's so open with the media. He's like, yeah, I'm going to do this, and, you know, Clemens got to start, all that sort of stuff. So it's quite funny seeing the contrasting coaches, but I think that's what makes it actually really cool. The fact that they're so contrasting, even in the coaches, not just with the teams, but yeah, how they're being coached as well. But yeah, Matt Gillett, definitely a big out. I think he was the most experienced player for Queensland, so he's a big loss. However, I don't think he's like game-breaking player. He's obviously a very good player, but he's not irreplaceable. Ponga, a big out, even though he did play quite shit in game 2. He's a huge out. Not in the sense that Karen Munster, I think, will do a fantastic job at fullback, but big question marks on Corey Norman. He's never played Origin. It's a big ask to come in and play your first game as a series decider. I mean, we've seen players just come in and just absolutely crumble under the pressure. Mitchell Pearce. Mitchell Pearce is another one. We'll talk about him later. But the rest of the side for Queensland, I mean, it's pretty standard. I don't really know who else you would pick. Like I said, a little bit of talk. Moses Mbai might start. Michael Morgan finds himself on the bench. I don't really know. They can reshuffle it a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of team they actually field. But yeah, we do know Ethan Lowe is coming into the side. Whether he starts or David Fifita starts, I'll probably start with Ethan Lowe just because I think you get more impact from Fifita off the bench. But I mean, either way, I don't think you can go too wrong there. But yeah, the Queensland side, it doesn't really impress me that much. However, the team didn't really impress me that much in terms of going into game 1, yet they came out and absolutely smashed us. And then in game 2, I thought the team looked really good, and then they came out and obviously got flogged. So yeah, I don't know if I'm the best judge of Origin teams, but regardless, we're going to move on to the New South Wales side. Now, I'm very, very happy with this side, which is, like I said in my video talking about the actual blue side, it's very weird to say considering that going into game 2, I was so, not disgusted, but I was so annoyed at the side. You know, Jack White in the centres, I still don't really know about that, but Nathan Cleary, very unlucky that he finds himself out of the side, obviously injured, but Mitchell Pearce, not a bad replacement. Now, I think it's well known he's kind of cracked under the pressure of Origin before, but I feel like with a little bit more experience, he should be okay. But I mean, I thought this last time he came in, I was thinking this is a new Mitchell Pearce, he'd be ready to go, he's won a premiership, we're going to win it, and it didn't happen. Now, Maloney there, I think it should be able, like, we should be okay. I think, obviously, the talk is that Mitchell Pearce isn't up against, you know, Cronk and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, I think there is some truth to it. Definitely a big advantage he's taking on Corey Norman this time. At least New South Wales are bringing in Mitchell Pearce into the side, who's played a lot of Origin. He's played finals, he's won premierships. Corey Norman, I don't even think he's played many finals game, let alone win a premiership or play Origin. So it's going to be a lot of pressure on Corey Norman. As opposed to Mitchell Pearce, I think finally now, this is his time, this is his moment, and I think kind of, he doesn't need to do too much, he just needs to play his role, doesn't need to just dominate, because I think the New South Wales 4-pack would be good enough to do that. Then you add in Tedesco, Damien Cook, they'll be able to play off the back of that, and then Mitchell Pearce just kind of needs to sort of hold his own in defence, and I think he should be okay. Damien Cook, Tedesco, just touching them before, definitely the X factors in this side, very, very good. You add in Addo-Carr, very good. Blake Ferguson, very good. New South Wales have strike power all over the park. Whether that's how the game actually goes, I don't really know. obviously in Game 2, we flogged them. Game 1 was pretty close. Game 2, we flogged them. Game 3, in front of the New South Wales home crowd, I would like to think New South Wales would come out and give Queensland a hiding, but Queensland generally respond pretty well to a flogging or even a defeat pretty well. So, and the fact that it's a decider, I think it will be pretty tense. Yes, sir. So it's easy for me to come here and say New South Wales better side, 13 plus. I just feel like with how Origin is, and even with some of the worst Queensland sides, you know they're still going to be competitive just because it's the Queensland spirit. It's just the Origin spirit, really. It's a decider. I feel like Queensland will be in it to a degree. I feel like maybe about 50-60 minute mark, I feel like New South Wales will finally fully take over and, you know, finally put the foot down and sort of take off with it and get the win. But I feel like Queensland will definitely be in it. But yeah, I think Queensland will just tire out. I feel like Cherry Evans hasn't really been too good this series. I thought after last year, when he came into the side, he was outstanding. I was thinking, there you go, Queensland, they've uncovered another player who's going to put a foil into the plans of New South Wales. But it just hasn't really happened for him this year. He hasn't really done too much for Origin. So I don't know. I can't really see him leading Queensland to anything amazing in this series anyways, and just Kalen Ponga not being there, I can't see Queensland winning this one. However, the fact that I'm saying this, it kind of does scare me a little bit, because you can never write off Queensland, you never write off New South Wales. If I was saying the same thing, in fact I did say the same thing about both these sides, and both of them made me eat my words. So that's what actually scares me going into Game 3, is the fact that I feel like New South Wales is definitely theirs to lose, but they're very, very capable of losing it. I've been talking about Origin a lot with people. Obviously, it's kind of the flavour of the month at the moment, and they go, what do you reckon? You think New South Wales is going to win? I go, yeah, it's kind of the unlosable series. And they go, oh, well, we've lost that one before. And it's so true. New South Wales, we have a tendency to lose these sort of ones. The ones where you go, surely they've got to win. They have to win. Like, how are they going to lose? And they find a way to lose. Granted, this is a very, very different side, so you just got to look at the positive. This isn't the same side that was losing to Queensland every year. This is a very different side. I don't think there's any players from that side. Mitchell Pearce, obviously that's brought him in. Maloney to a degree, but apart from that, they're all new faces. Raring to go, hopefully raring to go, and I'm expecting a New South Wales victory. I talked about Queensland team news, not really much to say about New South Wales. We already know what's going to happen. I think Finucane's dropping to the bench, Drabojevic at lock, Clemmer and Safidi at prop. But there you go. It's a pretty formidable forward pack. The rest of the side is the same as Game 2. There you go. I think that's where I'm going to end the video. I won't take this. Thank you for watching, guys. If you did happen to enjoy the video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Also, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It's on the screen right now. It's Mr. Luke on YT. Add me on Snapchat as well. I'll be Snapchatting from the ground. I'll show you where I'm sitting. Somewhere up. Not quite in the bleachers, but somewhere up there. And yeah, go ahead and give my Facebook page a like as well. I've been posting on that a fair bit more. Also, just before I go, leave in the comment section below, what are your predictions for the game? I'm going to go New South Wales 1 to 12. If I had to give a specific scoreline, I'll go New South Wales 22 to 10. I think they'll miss one goal. A first try scorer, I will go with Boyd Cordner. Let's go with Boyd Cordner, the captain. Someone laying a short ball off to him going over. Maybe Mitchell Pearce. Mitchell Pearce getting a try assist. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Go New South Wales. Hopefully, it's a good game. See you next time. Bye, guys.